mahal daw ang mga architect. Mahal ba?
That's the connotation of most of the older generations. Nagiging
Kontra?
sila yung kontra talaga when it
yes.
comes to hiring us na architects. Ang house kasi, kailangan kung paano ka mag-function as a person, as a household. Hindi pwede yung kung ano lang yung typical. Whether big, small, na project, we take everything into heart. Kasi when we design, we don't design kasi gusto namin. We design because ito yung gusto mo, ito yung kailangan mo, and ito lang yung kaya mo. Hindi porket sinabi mong minimalist, maliit lang gagastusin mo sa construction. Yes, it's a design, but it's more of a lifestyle for Filipinos. Balcony, roof deck. Yang dalawang yan, ang pinaka magastos na hindi kailangan. Kahit magpustahan tayo ngayon, hindi ka pupunta dyan.
Kung yung iba, puro plano at blueprint lang ang pinag-uusapan, ang guest natin ngayon ay nagbibigay ng practical na sagot sa mga tanong ng homeowners. Wow, saktong-sakto to ah. Kilala siya online bilang generous architect na walang sawa sa pagbibigay ng tips tungkol sa home improvements. Mula sa pagpili ng wall paint hanggang sa flooring na sulit ang budget, siya ang takbuhan ng mga Pilipinong gustong gumanda at maging functional ang bahay nila. So let's welcome to our podcast, Architect Elaine Chu. Did I introduce you correctly, Ma'am Elaine?
Perfect.
Perfect. Thank you. Pakilala naman po kayo sandali.
Ayan. Hi everyone, I am Architect Elaine Chu of Ray Atelier Builders Incorporated. Ayan, so I should say, a content creator din when it comes to, RP stuff. Yan.
Yan. But architect, should I call you Architect Elaine na lang or just architect? Okay lang naman, no?
Okay lang naman.
Okay.
Any will do or Elaine will do.
Hindi. Love ko lang po talaga na makapagbigay, syempre, iba rin talaga, architect. Wow.
Yes,
professional
oo.
talaga atake.
Ang sarap ng feeling eh.
Yes, but Architect Elaine, kamusta po kayo lately?
Super busy, pero super thankful kasi busy is good. It means meron kang pumapasok ng mga projects.
Yes.
And so that's good. And then I'm also very happy kasi I do have a 6-month-old baby. So
Congrats.
yes. So I have a new baby girl, which makes us really happy nowadays. Yan.
Wow, ang galing naman. Bagong-bago pa lang pala si Architect Elaine.
Oo.
Bagong-bago pa. Start muna po tayo. Paano po kayo nag-start sa architecture?
Okay. So, magandang kwento to actually.
Oh, makikinig tayo.
For me,
Gusto
for
ko
me
yan.
lang. For me lang. Ayan. Kasi it started out na I really wanted to become a pediatrician. So that's my goal when I was young. So I really wanted to be a doctor of kids, basically. Yan. So, edi okay na. Come, 4th year high school, entrance exams, yan, start na ng entrance exams, yan, kailangan mo nang magpasa. So you have to choose what to take for your course. And then my dad asked me, sige, I'll support you with whatever course you want. So, sabi niya, anong course gusto mo? Sabi ko, I wanted to become a doctor. I want to be a pedia. And then, what he said, suddenly, parang napaisip ako bigla. Kasi sabi niya, okay, sige, knowing yung pagiging doctor talagang mahabang tatahakin mo, it's expensive and everything. So, ang sabi lang ng dad ko, sige, I'll support you. But, make sure na hindi ka mag-shift. Make sure na you will finish it until the end.
Okay.
Remember, takot ka sa dugo.
Oh, syempre alam niya yun.
Oo, that time, sobrang takot ako sa dugo. Kasi nahihimatay ako sa makakita ng dugo. So, that made me rethink yung dream ko. So, nung time na yon, I was thinking, bakit ba gusto ko maging pedya? Is it because I really love treating people, healing people? Ganun ba? Parang hindi naman. So, paisip ako, sabi ko, hala, kaya pala feeling ko gusto kong maging pedya. Kasi every time, sakitin ako Take note, super sakitin ako. As in, suki ako ni St. Luke's. Nung bata ako kasi I have asthma. So, I always have pneumonia. Yan. So, yun. So, kasi kaya siguro talagang gustong-gusto ko maging pedya that time. Is takot ako na every time pupunta ako ng doctor namin. Pagpunta ko doon sa clinic, lagi ko iniisip, bakit ba nakakatakot tong clinic na to?
Okay.
Tapos iniisip ko lagi, a clinic should be a clinic of kids. For kids, should be kid-friendly. Kailangan merong play area, kailangan may ganito. The storage, gusto ko may storage dito si Doc. Nai-imagine ko pala na i-rearrange yung buong clinic.
Okay.
Yun pala yung goal ko.
Kasi yan na po yung yan na magiging tanong ko next From pedya to architecture.
Di ba? Parang ang weird. Pero yun pala yung naging goal ko na, gusto ko pala siyang i-arrange, i-decor, i-design yung buong room. So, I research up until, syempre, since it's a room that you wanted to design, it's more of interior design. Diba?
Yes.
But then, syempre, interior design would limit you with the description itself na interior. Doon ka lang sa loob. Basically, yun lang yung mismong ide-design mo, interior design.
Okay.
But then, sabi ko sa sarili ko, eto lang ba yung gusto ko? Or I would want na mas marami yung ma-touch base pagdating sa design. So, research, and then I found out architecture has a lot of services that they can offer. So, architecture, they can do the facade.
Yes.
We can also do architectural interiors, which is yung target ko nga.
Yes.
Diba?
Yes.
So, and then we do have construction management services. So, wide range. So, suddenly, I said, Daddy, I would want to be an architect. Since lahat ng kids mo, wala pa namang architect. So, I'll be the first one.
Ilan kayo magkakapatid?
16 and counting. Daddy, if you're gonna watch this, you know na tayo, 16 declared, the undeclared,
Si Dolphy ba ang daddy nito?
Hindi.
Hindi.
Mas, parang after reveal yata. Pagdating sa counting.
Okay.
Yun. So, sa lahat nung time ko kasi noon, puro mga engineers, mostly engineers. So, I wanted to be different din kasi talaga. So, yun, naging architect ako.
Yes, kasi that time din, architect, maisingit ko lang. Kasi ako nowadays, recent moment ng life ko, naging fan talaga ako ng mga architects. Actually, yung meeting lang ako, 3 architect yung kasama ko. Kasi parang tingin ko din yun ang kulang sa atin ngayon, na parang, di ba, nagpagawa ng bahay, na parang dilema din sa part ko na pinag-aaral tayo ng mga magulang natin to become professional. But then, we're hearing them say na, mahal naman kumuha niyan.
Correct.
Mahal kumuha ng mga professional. Pero, contrary sa pinapangaral nila sa atin na magtapos ka, kailangan professional ka. But then again, pagka kukuha ba tayo ng professional? Like, syempre ako, bata pa lang, mahilig na talaga ako to read books. So, yun yung ko na, bakit mahal daw ang mga architect? Mahal ba? Ayan switching na sa negosyo talaga to eh. Pero, singit lang na tanong, mahal ba architect for you na kumuha sila ng architect or?
Actually, that's the connotation of most of the older generations. Yan. With my clients nowadays kasi, kadalasan naririnig ko yan, nagiging, I cannot say kaaway, but then, nagiging, what's the term? Nagiging
kontra.
Sila yung kontra talaga when it
yes.
comes to hiring us na architects. Ang nagiging kontra is yung mga nanay, tatay, lolo, lola. Yun. Kasi, previously, dun sa generation nila, okay na si foreman eh. Okay na si karpentero na kapitbahay mo. Okay na si tubero na gumawa ng lahat ng yon. Mason, kaya na nila yon. Pero, yung generation kasi natin ngayon, natuto na sila eh.
Yes.
Kasi ngayon, parang iniisip nila, hello, ang daming problema ng bahay namin.
Yes.
Ang daming problema ng
At
bahay
saka
namin
narinig
ngayon.
mo yung nangyari dun sa bahay ni, sino yung unang sikat na content creator? Cardena? Basta may sikat, Lloyd yun. Lloyd Cadena.
Yeah. Oh,
diba?
yes.
Yun
The
yung
late
naging
Lloyd
viral
Cadena.
yun eh. Tuntua ako sa story nun.
Yeah.
I mean, siya, bilang content creator,
Yeah.
kasi nakuha niya yung first era, di ba?
Correct.
But, yung nag-viral yung about sa bahay niya, parang sa akin, that time na, yun ang sinasabi, puro substandard kasi yan, di ba?
Oo.
Parang
Not only
ano-
that, si Lloyd Cadena kasi lives in Lancaster. So, I actually live in Lancaster as well. And most of my clients then in Cavite are from Lancaster. Yun. So, yun din ang struggle talaga. Kasi they think na if it's a renovation lang, interiors lang, ganyan, you don't need anyone else. You don't need professionals. Pero at the end of the day, you would still seek professional help.
Yes.
Kasi it's either naloko ka, it's either hindi
Laging
mo
yun ang
nagustuhan.
kwento, di ba?
Oo.
Yeah.
It's either hindi mo gusto yung kinalabasan.
Yes.
Tapos pupunta ka dun sa professional, which, yun na yung feeling mo, ang mahal na niya. Kasi nakagastos ka na eh.
Nang madami.
Madami ka nang nagastos. Tapos siya kukuha ng professional, di dagdag gastos talaga siya. For you. Kasi, siya, case-to-case basis siya eh. Diba?
Yeah,
Pag naloko ka na before, mag-hire ka ngayon, di dagdag gastos. Kasi may gastos ka na, nadagdagan na.
Oo.
Diba?
Kasi feeling mo tuloy ang mahal-mahal
Yes,
na.
pero kung in-insert mo, umpisa pa lang, yung architect, doon sa senaryong yon, would you think na dadating ka sa point na kailangan mo ipaulit?
Mhm.
Diba? No naman. Kasi the architect will guide you
Yeah.
through everything,
tama.
diba? So, I don't think it's considered a gastos. Kasi naglalabas ka na ng pera for the construction eh.
Mm-mm.
So, why don't you get the correct process? Go through the correct process. Hire the professional first. Diba?
Yan.
Yan. Kailangan ganon.
Pili ko yung podcast so magiging mapupunta sa architectural to eh. Kasi hindi, yan talaga. And, even me, yan din talaga yung nagiging hilig ko lately. Ewan ko din ba? So, happy naman ako. Siguro ikita naman ito nila na parang nag-enjoy din ako pag nag-interview ako ng mga architects. Yan.
Actually,
And-
nakikita naman sa mga podcast mo.
But sige, punta po tayo sa medyo professional side nyo na bilang architect talaga. Sa dami architect ng designs na nagawa or ginawa mo na, may isa bang project na very personal or malapit sa puso mo?
Very personal and malapit sa puso. Eto cliche ito
Okay.
Cliche as it sound. Pero kasi, whether big, small na project, we take everything into heart. Hindi pwede kasi yung studio type condo lang to. Okay na to. Hindi pwedeng ganun eh. Kasi kailangan, pag nag-design ka ng isang bagay, you pour your heart into it. Kasi kung hindi, disservice siya eh. Consider disservice siya to the client. Plus, at the same time, when I talk to my clients, I always ask them, I always tell them pala na, okay, I have to get to know you. Okay? Kasi when we design, we don't design kasi gusto namin.
Yes.
We design because ito yung gusto mo, ito yung kailangan mo, and ito lang yung kaya mo. Okay? So, there's 3 things. Need, wants, and your budget. Yun lang yung kailangan mo eh. Yun talaga yung gusto mo.
Oo.
Diba?
Hindi ba budget muna una?
Actually, all of those correlate each other.
Oo. But, hindi, tuloy po.
Ayun. So, yun, sinasabi ko sa kanila na we have to get personal eh. We really have to get personal. Or else, yung magiging design natin is beautiful lang sa akin eh. Beautiful lang sa akin, pasok siya sa akin. Pero pagdating sa'yo, baka mamaya kasi yung client, yung feeling niya na I can't say anything. I can't contribute anything. So, first hand pa lang sinasabi ko, I need you to send all your pegs, as in everything. Send in your pegs. Pero, don't expect na since you're hiring me, I will put everything there. I will give you the best na plan and best design while interpreting what you want.
But Arky, most of the clients, and guilty din ako dito, doesn't know what they want.
Yeah, that's
So,
where
how do you deal with it?
that.
Yeah.
So that's where the personal touch comes in.
Okay.
Kaya yung tanong mo whether anything na close to your heart, for me, talagang everything. Every project is really close to my heart. Kasi talagang kailangan mag-get to know mo yung person eh. Meron akong clients talaga na ganyan. As in, super ganyan na. Architect, ikaw na bahala. Magtatanong ako, anong approved na sample natin here? Anong tingin mo? Okay na ako dyan. Push mo na yan. Kahit anong gusto mo. Pero, gusto ko, kahit papano, mabigyan siya ng personal touch niya. So, like for example, hindi mo alam yung gusto mo. You thought na hindi mo alam yung gusto mo. So, I'll be the one pushing you
Yes.
to choose kung ano talaga yung gusto mo. Kasi doon lalabas eh. Minsan kasi nahihiya ka lang eh.
Tama.
Hindi mo lang sure na yun yung gusto mo. Kasi nahihiya ka baka mali, pangit, hindi maganda tignan.
So, kayo din yung nag-extract nun.
So, yun yung way ko to get to know you. Ipupush kita ng konti. Like, the first design phase is magko-conceptualize kasi tayo eh. So, when we do conceptualization, I get to give you the first blast ng concept natin, ng planning natin. So, medyo ka na nun, ma-realize mo na, okay, ito pala yun. What if add natin to, bawas natin to? Eh din medyo na pupush ka na to get to what you want.
Yes.
Diba? Medyo, konting push lang, gano'n. Yun.
Minsan kasi, pag parang sa set lang ng questions, no? Tapos pag nakita na yung outcome na, tama, ito eh. Ito yun eh.
Ito yung
diba?
gusto ko eh.
Ganyan.
Sumakto ko, architect ka. Ito talaga yung gusto ko. Hindi ko lang talaga alam kung paano gawin.
But sumakto ba talaga? Or
Minsan,
kinuha lang din sa kanya, dun sa client, normally?
two-way yun eh. Ang mangyayari kasi nun, ang house kasi, kailangan kung paano ka mag-function as a person, as a household. Hindi pwede yung kung ano lang yung typical. How do I say typical? Kasi, ikaw, tatanungin kita. Kunwari, client na kita. Biglang magpapagawa ka na ng bahay sa akin.
Yun. Ganun dapat.
Oo,
Okay.
biglang
Okay.
sales talk to eh, no?
Okay.
Hindi, kunwari, ikaw yung client ko. So, I'm going to ask you, are you a living room type of person? A dining room type of person? Or a bedroom type of person? What does that mean? That means, saan ka tumatambay?
Kala ko
The
that
whole
means
day.
tamad talaga. Okay.
Di ba?
Okay.
Yung family mo, di ba? Saan ka tumatambay usually? There are people na magugulat ka. Ayaw pala ng living room. Walang TV. Maliit lang yung bahay pero walang TV. Kasi hindi pala talaga sila nanonood. More on sa cellphone lang sila. Yung mga ganon.
Especially
So,
now,
you should
yes.
design yung sa client mo kung ano yung kailangan niya. Kasi syempre, ang typical, you have a TV wall accent. Bakit mo siya bibigyan ng TV if hindi naman yung gagamitin?
Tama.
Right? So, you have to ask these personal questions which would make every project really personal to you and really close to your heart. But of course, I do have favorite clients. Huwag mo nang tanong ko sino.
Hindi na. Baka confidential eh. Baka malaki yung project mo with them.
Kasi
Okay.
ang masarap na clients, pinakamasarap na clients is the people who ask you for your help, who seek for your help, and then appreciates everything that you do.
Oo naman.
That's the best client. Which
Yes.
I'm thanking God na meron ako talaga nun.
Oh.
Na up until now, we build a relationship na talagang naging friend level. Yung iba nga naging ninang na ng anak ko eh.
Oh.
Ayun.
But most of what we want naman, Arky, yun din talaga sabi nila, na-attract natin eh. Kaya minsan, we have to be definite din sa wish natin kung sino yung magiging client natin,
Correct.
ganyan.
Oo.
So, ayun, sige. Ano tayo sa mga content mo, Arky? Kasi napaka-interesting na, kasi madalas naman makita sa mga content mo,
Mhm.
nag-share ka din ng hacks sa pagpili ng paint, flooring, wall design. Ano yung maling akala ng mga tao pagdating naman sa home improvement? Medyo dito na tayo sa talagang specific na ginagawa natin, Arky.
Ay, nako. Ito, haharap ako sa kanila.
Yes?
Kasi, as in, yung maling akala sa construction ay nowadays, for sure, alam mo rin to, architect, I want a minimalist house.
Ayun, minimalist, black
Yun,
and white lang yan.
oo. Sobrang yun ang, ngayon, trend, plus at the same time, yan yung madalas na sinasabi. I want a simple, minimalist house. Pero on a budget. Yun ang lagi. Ang maling akala doon is, hindi porket sinabi mong minimalist, maliit lang gagastusin mo sa construction. You know why? Because it's a case-to-case basis. Nowadays, ang talagang in na bilhin natin is yung mga compact houses, condos, yan. Yung mga maliliit lang talaga, which is good for small families,
Yes.
di ba? Yun. So, yun yung, tapos good for investment din.
Yes.
Yan. So, that's what we do. That's what we get. Pero kasi, minimalism for me,
Mhm.
yes, it's a design, but it's more of a lifestyle for Filipinos.
Tama.
I'm targeting our our countrymen. Kasi syempre iba yung culture nila, iba yung traditions ng ibang lahi compare sa atin. Yun. Yung atin kasi it should be a lifestyle. The minimalism is really a lifestyle. You get, let's say you have a compact house. Okay? For your compact house, that compact house has only 2 bedrooms. Okay? Normally, it has 2 to 3 bedrooms, pero super small yung bedroom. So, let's say you have a 2-bedroom unit. And then, ang nakatira doon, husband and wife, 2 kids, 1 parent. So, 5. May 2 bedrooms ka lang. Sige nga, how can you make it a minimalist house
Yeah.
kung overloaded ang bahay?
Normally sa baba na yung isa dapat.
Correct, di ba?
Dapat may room na sa baba
Oo,
for
dapat
at
may
least
room na sa baba.
extra.
Oo. So what you're going to do is, syempre you want to help. Kasi yun ang need nila eh.
Yeah.
Ito yung scenario, ito yung kailangan.
Mm-mm.
So you will be planning everything. Pero the secret to a good planned na house is yung mga built-in or bespoke na furnitures. Bespoke is parang couture yan pagdating sa damit.
Okay.
With furnitures, it's bespoke kasi naka-built talaga siya for the environment, for the site itself. Yun. So, ang secret nun is compact. Compact na mga storage spaces,
Mhm.
hidden na mga storage spaces.
Oo.
Yun yung secret doon. Pero syempre, since you're aiming for bespoke furnitures, you would need to put in money. A little budget. Add in a little budget for your house to really become a minimalist.
Mhm.
Kasi ang mga Pilipino, guilty ako dito. Add to cart, Shopee, TikTok. I don't have Lazada, pero sometimes yun. TikTok, Shopee, Lazada, add to cart.
Oo.
Up until, ang dami mo ng, liit-liit na kung ano-anong stuff.
Yes.
So where do you store it? Diba? You store it somewhere na naka-clutter na. Bibili ka ng kung ano-anong mga lalagyan.
Bilis pa naman mag-shopping nga ngayon, diba?
Diba? You buy acrylic na mga containers, ilalagay mo sa isang shelf mo.
Oo.
So, pag tinignan mo na yung bahay, parang, clutter na siya. How can you say it's minimalist? Minimalist siya nung ginawa namin. Nung binigyan kita ng perspective, it's minimalist.
Oo.
Nung tumira ka, can you maintain it?
Yeah.
Diba? So
Okay.
that's the maling akala when it comes to construction. Na pag minimalist, mura.
Oo. Kasi yung iba narinig lang ata nila eh.
Oo, kasi nga trend siya eh. Trend yung ano
Yeah.
eh. O, diba? Nagiging trend
Kasi yung
eh.
ano ko ngayon, laging either minimalist, aesthetic.
Oo.
Ayan. Normally, aesthetic is for commercial.
Correct.
Yan ang
Even the houses
inuuso.
nowadays,
Oo,
they wanted
sobra.
it to be aesthetic. Di ba, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Right? Kaya,
Subjective ba? Ibig sabihin?
ngayon, parang beauty is in the eye of the one looking at the screen.
Oo. Yun nga lang.
Diba?
Oo,
Kasi
tama.
yun, hard truth yun,
Mm-mm.
na hindi na tayo yung nakaka-appreciate. Ay, sorry. Hindi na tayo yung nag-a-appreciate
Oo.
yung gusto natin ma-appreciate ng iba. Diba? Yun na yung iba eh. Yun na yung generation ngayon eh. Parang ganun
Oo.
na. Yun ang
Lumabas na kasi ngayon eh. I mean, lumalabas na rin kasi sa screen na talagang yung pagka-people pleaser natin, hindi na lang sa atin eh.
Oo.
It goes out with the
Correct.
screen. Kaya nga sabi, di ba, sa feeds natin, yun yung nakikita natin.
Oo. We wanted to show them that
Oo.
part. Diba?
Yeah. So,
So, it's not bad naman na you are aiming for a minimalist kasi talagang maganda ang bahay na talagang simple lang.
tama.
Pero it really takes hard work and sobrang tight na fist when it comes to adding to cart.
Yeah.
Kailangan ganun eh. Kung pwede mo lang i-ban talaga si Kuya Rider eh. Kuya Rider, wala talaga akong parcel, please.
Hindi pwede, choice mo yun eh.
Oo, di ba?
But, ayan, napapag-usapan nga yung budget, Arky. Yan kasi lagi dahil, di ba, ito talaga yung ng core ng Pilipinas. Kasi sabi nga 1% lang naman talaga yung nasa upper, then we have the middle class. I think I don't know with you, but ako I still consider myself as middle class wherein I pay for everything. But ngayon kasi yun yung isa sa aim ko is makapagbigay ng bahay doon sa tingin kong napantay ko or mga
Oo.
nagsusumikap naman. So, natin ulit sa profession mo. Kaya ako nahihilig na, sabi ko nga lately sa architecture. Like, maraming homeowners kasi, pag kinakausap ko sila, gusto syempre, sabi mo nga, kaya nila nababanggit yung minimalist or aesthetic is because they want it social. Yan, di ba? Yan
Correct.
tayo eh, di ba?
Yan
Huwag
tayo
na natin
talaga eh.
i-deny. Pero,
Guilty tayong lahat doon.
oo. Kaya nabanggit ko din na yung budget, di ba, dapat parang, sorry. Not dapat. I mean, ito talaga yung first na kino-consider natin
Correct.
na maliit lang. So, ano ang 3 tips mo dito para may tips ka ba dito para magmukhang high-end ang bahay kahit hindi malaki ang budget or ilalabas na pera?
Ito very tricky yung question na to eh. Kasi gusto mong maging high-end pero ayaw maglabas ng pera. Di ba?
Oo.
Paano mangyayari yun? Di ba?
Kontra eh. Oo.
Para kang bumili ng bag. Bibili ka ng LV na bag, pero gusto mo, maliit lang ilalabas mo. So, you're going for
Ukay, char.
ukay. Okay pa kayo minsan yung ukay eh. Yung ukay, makakascore ka pa ng authentic eh. Pero, ngayon ang i-aim mo just to get the brand itself, the look itself, is you're going to aim for the class A's. Diba? Anything na class A is still a replica of the original.
The original, yeah.
So, you are trying to get a cheaper price for the same quality. But then, again, try to compare the bags and the longevity ng pag-use mo ng bag at the same time. Sinong unang ma-worn out? Di ba syempre yung class A? You're not really paying for you're not really getting your aim na maging high-end pero at a cheaper cost.
Right.
Diba? So, that's the logic of that. Plus, at the same time, siguro, when we wanted when we want a high-end or social na look, pag kinabit mo kasing high-end, you really have to pay.
Mhm.
Pero if we wanted to make the design social or a little bit na ngayon, 'di ba, aesthetic.
Yeah, yeah.
Aesthetic or good-looking, elegant. You can go for the middle range ng mga materials. Like for example, the best example is actually for the kitchen. Yan. Sa mga kitchens kasi, you do have the countertop, 'di ba?
Okay.
So for the countertop, if you wanted your house to look like you have a show kitchen, yung gusto mo na maganda yung itsura ng kitchen mo, yung main kitchen, kailangan yung countertop mo medyo maganda rin,
Oo.
'di ba? So if you're going to tell me na gusto ko ng gusto ko ng show kitchen. Gusto ko ganito, yung peg ko. Maganda yung kitchen niya, may counter,
Mhm.
may island counter, ganyan.
Mhm.
Kompleto. May built-in oven ako.
Okay.
Pero ang budget ko sa countertop pang tiles lang.
Walang budget for granite, no?
Walang
Medyo
budget for, diba? Syempre,
Normally yun
kung gusto mong maging social or good-looking or elegant-looking yung iyong bahay, you have to have the correct mixture of everything.
Mhm.
Don't just put in money for this one, then sacrificing another element.
Mhm.
So, if you want to elevate a little bit yung countertop, instead of using tiles, you can opt for the second one, yung solid surface, granite, quartz, yung mga entry level ng quartz, you can go for that. Diba? So, a little bit extra. Pero, you're going to get a better quality, which you are really aiming for. Nagpapagawa ka na eh.
Yes.
So, medyo i-push mo na ng konti. And then, balance out. Balance out everything. Kasi, hindi pwedeng dahil gusto mo ng show kitchen, hindi ka naman nagbe-bake. May built-in oven ka.
Tama.
Balance it out. Yun. So, that's where the architects are really, naisingit, di ba? That's where the architects really comes in. Yung professional.
Comes in pala,
Yan. Kasi kailangan, sasabihin namin sa'yo na, okay, yun yung personal touch. Naisingit ko ulit yun. Nandun papasok yung personal na level na tatanungin mo, you love baking? You want a built-in oven?
Mhm.
Or okay lang sa'yo na may oven ka na nakaseparate? Ano ba siya? Ano ba yung mga appliances mo na you have? Yan, yung mga ganun.
Tama. Kasi katulad nito, in terms of designing kasi, 'di ba, pupunta tayo dun sa yun, ini-inject mo na nga yung mga questions mo with the client. And in terms of designing and building homes naman, maisingit ko lang, Arky, para sa iyo din, ano ang pinakamadalas ba na pinagkakagastusan sa bahay na sobra na sige, pwede na makatipid, or ano ba mostly ang na-encounter mo? Siguro yun yung tamang question na madalas binabanggit sa'yo ng client mo, or are they being honest sa pagbibigay ng details when you draw or design?
Alam mo, ito, pag client kita, alam mo agad ang sagot ko dito. Balcony, roof deck. Yan.
Ayan.
Yang dalawang yan, ang pinaka magastos na hindi kailangan ng karamihan. Okay? Not everyone. Ng karamihan. Kasi, unang-unang tanong ko lagi yan. Minsan kasi, millennials.
Yeah.
Millennials.
Millennial represent.
Okay. So for millennials like us, what we have kasi last time, what we don't have and what we have last time, aminin natin, pag may veranda ka, siya kami balcony ka, ang yaman nung kaklase mong yun.
Yes.
Di ba?
Before, yan kasi
Diba?
talagang
Before,
uso eh.
Yun ang uso. Parang pag dumaan ka din sa classmate mo na, oy, may porch siya, ang yaman nila. O kaya, uy, may terrace, may roof deck, ang yaman. So, ang nangyayari ngayon, since ganun yung feeling natin, kadalasan ng client ko, gusto ko rin ng balcony Gusto ko extend ko yung balcony ko. Gusto ko lumaki yung balcony ko. So, unang tanong ko sa kanila, Kasi ako mismo, ayoko ng masyadong maliwanag.
Okay.
Oo. So,
Tama lang pala yung setup na.
tama lang naman yung setup natin. Hindi, ayoko ng masyadong maliwanag.
Oo.
Hindi ako fan ng araw.
Okay.
Mas nare-relax ako sa ulan. Hindi bagyo ulan.
Ulan. Okay.
Oo. Mas nare-relax ako
Different
doon.
personalities,
Oo.
Okay.
So, pagdating sa balcony kasi, ang kalaban mo dyan is yung weather.
Mhm.
Both the sun and the rain. So, I ask my clients all of the time, okay, you want a balcony or a roof deck? This is my question. I'll give you the balcony or the roof deck naman. First is, how often would you be using the balcony? As intended, ha?
Mhm.
Kasi most of the time, the balcony or the roof deck, people wants it to become a events place, a party place, a personal area for family, for friends na intimately dun lang magpa-party, kakaraoke tayo, iinom, ganon.
Oo.
Yun yung aim mo. So, how often would you use that? Or, for balconies naman na extended, they would want it to become a coffee area, a coffee
Mhm.
nook for the husband and wife or for the family. So, I would ask them, how often would you be using that? How often do you host parties?
Mhm.
And if you tell me na every birthday mo lang, birthday lang ni ganito, I would discourage you. I would discourage you. Why? Because the amount of the construction for that particular areas is not cheap.
Mhm.
You're actually building a second floor or third floor or fourth floor already.
Mhm.
So the amount, yung area na yon would be taking up a lot of your budget.
Yes.
Plus, at the same time, it doesn't stop there kasi when it comes to balconies and roof decks, these are the items na talagang malaki yung maintenance High
Mm-mm.
maintenance to.
Mhm.
Waterproofing, and then for the waterproofing kasi kung magaling yung nag-construct for you, safe ka kahit papano.
Yeah.
Pero kung kunwari medyo putyo-putyo yung pagkakagawa ng waterproofing, konting yanig lang ng earthquake, magbe-break yun,
Yeah.
maistorbo yung waterproofing, there's gonna
Mhm.
be leaks everywhere. So, sayang ang tiles ng roof deck, ng balcony, sayang ang ceiling downstairs, sayang yung matatamaan na kung ano pang mga gamit downstairs.
Mhm.
So, that would be expensive if wala kang pang maintenance every year.
Yeah.
Diba? So, those are the things na kung hindi mo kailangan, eliminate.
Yeah.
Lagi kong tinatanong, sige. Okay, sige, maraming beses mo gagamitin ng balcony. Okay, next question. Alam mo ba kung nasa ng west sa bahay mo?
Yun.
If you tell me hindi, tapos nakita ko sa plano, west-facing balcony mo, sabihin ko sa'yo, kahit magpustahan tayo ngayon, hindi ka pupunta dyan. Gagawin mo kasi, sampayan. Kasi ang sayang sampayan niya, tuyo agad.
Takala tambakan
Oo, or tambakan yan.
So, sinasabi mo ba, Arky, na hindi naman na kailangan talaga ng roof deck tsaka balcony kasi gastos lang siya?
Oo, kung hindi mo talaga kakailanganin.
Yeah.
Pero case-to-case basis kasi talaga siya. So kung talagang ikaw ay isang tao na, or isang family kayo na talagang, alam mo yung very close talaga kayo na talagang most of the time, yung house mo, yung nagiging host. Ikaw yung host talaga ng
party,
Sunday lunch nyo.
Yan.
Naging tradition yun na may Sunday lunch. So okay yun. Pero kung kunwari talagang katulad ko kayo, na hindi naman mahilig maglalabas, ayoko ng araw, ba't ako magkakabalcony? Gagawin ko lang problema yan, maglulumot.
Oo, tama.
Problema pa sa paglilinis ko yan. Diba? So parang, depende yan. Kada tao talaga. Kaya all of the designs are unique. You cannot copy, just copy.
Kasi depende pa rin yun sa need and personality na nagpapagawa.
Correct. Oo. So, yun yung pinakamahal for me.
Okay. But sa issue or sa usapang aesthetic naman, Arky, versus durability, minsan, sabi mo nga, maganda, pero mabilis masira. Like yung sinasabi mo nga kanina, yung crack with the rooftop, tama?
Yes.
Okay. Minsan matibay, pero hindi pleasing sa mata. Paano mo tinutulungan ang mga clients na, ayan, mag-balance dyan sa usaping yan?
Normally kasi, yung matitibay, medyo gumaganda na rin talaga when it comes to countertops, yan, yung mga ganon, sa plywoods and everything. Nagiging competitive na eh.
Okay.
Pero kadalasan, siguro, specific ko na lang na material yung or specific na item na lang when it comes to that question is mostly yung mga built-ins or mga cabinets, mga furnitures. Yan. Kasi kadalasan, pag mura, maganda pa rin. Pero longevity or durability wise, hindi okay. Kasi, alam niyo yung mga nagpupulbos na mga furnitures, mga cabinets, nagpupulbos. Mura siya. Minsan maganda. Pero hindi tatagal. Diba?
Okay.
So, you have to consider then yung amount of time or yung repetitive times na nasira, bibili kang bago, nasira, bibili kang bago, nasira, bibili kang bago. So, would you go for that or go for something na matibay but at the same time, kailangan mo siyang pabagayan. That's where the bespoke furnitures comes in. Kasi matibay, tapos gaganda. Kasi kung ano yung gusto mo, yun ang ibibigay sa'yo. Kung anong kulay ang gusto mo, mag-fit in dun sa gusto mo. Yun. So, dun papasok yun, feeling ko, na correct yung magiging matibay, maganda.
Okay.
Tapos, durable. Yun.
Hindi ko na matiis, Arky. Ano ba meaning ng bespoke? Paki-google nga po.
Actually, ang bespoke is, yun nga, parang sa couture kasi. Sa couture is made for you. Something like that. It's
parang personalized na
parang fit for you,
fit.
diba?
Okay.
Personal fit for you. So, for the furnitures, it's also bespoke. So, parang fit dun sa iyong bahay. Yan.
I see. Okay. I-google ko pa din yan, ha? But, sige, ano tayo dito ulit, Arky, ha? So, madami kasing comments ang content mo tungkol sa mga, eto na, wall designs. Yan. Simple lang, pero lahat nakaka-relate. Ano ba yung common mistake ng tao pagdating sa pagpipinta o pagpili naman ng kulay? Kasi ang knowledge ko lang dito, very minimal. Like, sa condo, it should be white para medyo white tignan. Ayun lang ang mga alam ko eh.
Naku, kadalasan talaga. Naku, talaga naman. Di ba piyok ng gano'n eh. Ang nangyayari, pag kunwari, syempre pag hindi ka kumuha ng professional,
yes.
Ayan, medyo dyan ka nang malulost. Sa dami ng makikita natin sa social media, madami tayong pwedeng magaya eh. Syempre pag nagtitipid tayo, lahat naman tayo gusto magtipid. Diba? Hindi naman tayo mga, mayayaman talaga na sobrang all out mo siyang ibibigay. Okay? Gusto natin makatipid. So, sometimes we do DIYs to our own home, to our own homes. Yan. So, what we tend to do is, may favorite color tayo. Tapos, compact yung bahay. Tapos, ang liit ng bahay, ng kwarto mo. Favorite color mo, red. So, pinapinturahan mo buong red. So, pagdating ng time na yon, parang, red na red yung ano mo kasi favorite color mo, ganon? Hindi pwedeng ganon kasi merong perfect balance in everything. So, you can have your color, the desired color na gustong pleasing to your eye, pero you balance it out. How do you do that? You do wall accents. So, it's either for the red, you get the perfect shade of red. Not naman yung red na very striking.
Yes,
and not naman
red.
yung red na ang init. Hindi rin naman pwede yung neon na kung ano-anong mga, yung talagang sobrang masakit sa mata.
Masakit sa mata.
So, there are other reds na shades ng red, yung mga burgundy, yung mga ganun. Medyo ito-tone down mo, ganon. Or pastel-y. Yan. So, yan yung perfect. So, but, since you have a small room, more or less, ano ka lang? go for that. So, isang wall lang. Or, what's best is go for neutrals dun sa buong room. And then, put in a pop of color for all of your decors. Your bed sheets can be red. Your rug, kung ano yung gusto mong red. Your pillows. It will still be pleasing to your eye kasi you are seeing every time yung favorite color mo. But, you toned it down. Kasi, tayo naman, ako nga, nung bata ako, parang, ang unang favorite color ko is pink. And then, after some time, it became turquoise. And then, it became lilac. So, sobrang nag-iiba ka naman ng color. So, as you grow older, it changes. So, every time na nagbago ba ng favorite color mo, tawagin mo si pintor, pinturahan ng panibago. Di ba hindi? So, go for neutrals and then you can change anytime yung mga decors mo. And then, it will be a different kind of room na ulit. You can switch it up. Yan.
When you say neutral, Arky, ano to, yung mga earth colors ba to?
For neutrals, it's best. It's white, grays.
Okay.
Puro doon.
White,
Tapos, okay,
okay.
mga cream, beige, yan.
Yes,
Yun yung mga
cream,
neutrals
beige,
mo.
yan.
Yes.
Kaya pala
Mga
yung
ganun
favorite
lang.
color ng tita
Tapos,
ko
oo.
Okay.
Ayun. Tapos, okay And then one more thing. For me, for the type of paints, I suggest na don't go for the glossy. Glossy is really outdated na yan. Yung mga dating bahay natin, puro glossy yan Ngayon, go for matte. Matte not flat.
Okay.
There's a difference. For matte kasi, go for the edge shell. For flat kasi naman, ang flat paint, mabilis kapitan talaga ng dumi. Tapos, walang texture. For matte kasi, yung eggshell finish, yan, makikita mo, may texture siya. And, wipe it off with water lang. You can remove it naman. Mabilis naman siya i-maintain. Kasi ang ano nila before is pag semi-gloss, mas mabilis siyang malinis. Hindi na ngayon. Marami ng paints na you can clean it or less maintenance na.
Okay.
So, go for that.
Is it the same na may a-advise mo, yan yung sinasabi mo na like the colors, neutral colors, yun nga sa mga small homes or condos?
Yes.
Yun na talaga.
More on that one. And plus at the same time, depende sa client So, minsan may client ka na really wanted to have a touch ng other colors, ng pop-off colors. Meron akong client na ang gusto niya talaga is more of yung pink.
Kung mahilig sa Hello Kitty, yan.
Oo. Ano yan, actually.
Diba?
You can watch my vlog on that.
Diba?
So, shameless plug. Meron akong condo na talagang pink yung niya, yung theme niya. Pero, if you're going to look at that, I didn't paint the walls pink. Yung mga appliances niya, that's pink. And then I put in a right mixture of gold elements.
And may touch.
Oo, neutrals. When it's done, it's final na. Mukha siya talagang pang girl. Feminine talaga yung touch ng buong condo niya. Which sobrang nagustuhan niya. Kasi talagang yun yung personality niya. Pag nakilala mo yung client ko na yun, pag pumasok ka doon sa condo niya, yun ang laging sinasabi sa kanya, ikaw na ikaw to Ang layo din sa una mong condo. So talagang pagpasok mo, ikaw na ikaw to, hindi mapagkakailang condo mo to. Ganon. So yun yung pagdating naman sa mga condos in small areas. Basta go for the neutrals muna for the paints. There's a lot of shades of neutral. So yun, you can choose from that.
Yeah, parang damit din pala yan, parang you can never, parang
you can never go wrong with
with the white, black, brown, mga ganyan.
Grays, and kasi with other colors, medyo bibabagayan diba?
Yeah. Okay. So, dito sa natin, Arky, ang dami ko na namang natututunan, minsan, gusto ko maging lively yun ako, pero talagang I'm more on a listener, lalo pag bespoke. But para sa mga listeners naman natin, hindi lang sa akin, syempre, sa mga gustong magpa-design o magpa-consult sa'yo, pwede ka ba nilang i-reach out at anong klaseng services, yung iba-ibang services ang ino-offer mo ngayon?
Ayan, actually, yes, YouTuber.
Sige, sige, Arky, para
Ay,
tamang na din to, malay mo.
Content creator ako. Pero sa sobrang busy talaga, medyo wala na akong mga uploads lately. Kasi
Yeah.
talagang, i-juggle ang pagiging mom, and then architect,
Ano din yan,
and then we do have another food business naman. We entered the food business, kaya
Oh.
parang talagang juggle ang lahat. Kaya ang hirap isingit yung pagiging content creator. But then, you can reach me through all of those social media platforms. I do have TikTok. I do have Instagram. I have a Facebook page. And then our company has a Facebook page as well. So you can find me in Facebook and Instagram and TikTok with architect Elaine Chu as
Yes.
the name. And then yung sa isa pang Facebook namin is Ray Atelier Architects.
Oo.
And then that one has Facebook and Instagram. And then yung YouTube, if you would want to see my past projects, it's there. And then I share
YouTube.
tips then. Yes.
YouTube, yeah.
YouTube.
Okay, so follow nyo po si Architect Elaine Chu, C-H-E-W.
Yes.
Tama? Yan, ilalagay ko yung link when I post the video. I put in the link because what's happening, Arky, is if there's a video na naging talagang super interesting yung mga viewers, nagko-comment talaga sila, tinatanong where can I reach her. So ako naman, syempre, hindi naman at all is I can answer, sayang. But
Oo.
nilalagay ko na lang yung link where they can actually reach you.
Yes.
Yan.
Thank you so much.
Ayun. Ang dami ko ding,
Natutunan.
But so dami ng pinagdaanan mo, Arky, masasabi mo ba na nahanap mo na yung purpose mo sa buhay?
Oh yes, definitely. At my age, I'm already 39. Already, parang feeling mo, ang tanda mo na eh.
Aray ko naman, batchmate.
Di ba, ka na eh, pa 40 ka na eh. Parang feeling mo,
Sabi naman nila, life begins at 40.
yeah, they say. Pero I think, genuinely, I am happy, I am contented with what I have now. I am a mom of 2. I do have a loving husband. I do have a business wherein I put in my passion, which is the architecture. And then I help other people to have jobs na,
Tama.
ano ba yan? Parang ako naiiyak.
Sige lang. Ako din ganyan, iyakin eh.
Oo. Lalo na postpartum pa ako, ha? Hindi. I do have, a business which I can actually help other people na hindi sila gumawa ng masama just to earn money. And then, I have clients na sobrang thankful and appreciative sa nagagawa mo. So, sobrang contented na ako with that. But, of course, contented with a hope na everything will come more.
Yes,
As more projects, yan.
Oo.
More food businesses, yan.
Oo.
Yun yung aim mo naman.
Yung purpose na to, nakita mo ba siya before na dito ka pala magpo-profit or it just happened?
Actually, when I was young kasi, more on, na-engage na ako into business, My dad has several businesses. And what my dad taught us is that hindi kami pwedeng magkaroon ng summer vacation. Yes. Malupit siya pakinggan, pero I guarantee you na sobrang it made me who I am now because of that. Because nung high school ko, wala akong yung mga classmate ko kung saan pupunta na beach, ganyan. Kami, summer job ka.
Yes, working.
Ganon, working
Oo.
student ka ngayon.
Sinisweldohan ka na niya.
May naman, 50 pesos, 50 pesos. Okay na yun. That time, di ba?
yeah.
Makakabili ka ng,
Oo.
ipunin mo ng
Laking bagay
konti,
yan.
may damit ka na nun.
Yes, oo.
Yun. So, that time, yun, meron akong, pumapasok ako sa dad ko. So, tutulong ako sa mga business niya. Yan. Tapos, I think that molded me to become who I am. And, yun, siguro I think that's the inspiration na I think naging spark.
Nag-work para sa'yo.
Nag-work for me.
Yeah.
And my dream last time, yun nga, from pediatrician. Unahin natin ang pinaka-dream ko. Ewan ko siguro lahat ng girls dagdaan dito. Cashier muna.
Cashier talaga?
Oo, kami magkakapatid. Yung four kasi kami, apat na Maria. Ang dream namin dati, maging kahera. Kasi gusto namin yung ting!
Yeah.
Yung gano'n sa cash register.
Perang lalabas.
Tapos may perang lalabas. Yun. Yun ang una kong dream. Cashier, and then pedya, and then naging architect. So, I think during that time na nagde-dream ako what I will become is gusto kong maging architect. And then after I graduated, I said no to my dad kasi gusto niyang mag-work ako for him. I said no to him. I said na I would want to build up my own name. I would want na nandun ako sa bottom of the food chain. I would want to experience that. I don't want to become the boss na. Kasi nga, during the summer job.
But you have construction, di ba?
Now. Or before?
Before.
Yung dad ko kasi, more on, may konting construction siya. He's into, dati, metalworks.
Okay.
Tapos, yun, medyo gusto rin niya ng architecture. Engineer yung dad ko kasi. So, gusto niya rin niya ng architecture. So, minsan yung mga lote niya, lalagyan niya ng ng mga binibuild and sell niya before.
Yeah.
Yun. So, yun, meron ng ganon. Pero, syempre, gusto ko may sarili ako eh. So, I knew from the start na ang goal ko is to build my own name and have my own company. Yun yung kagandahan. Tapos, ang kagandahan kasi nun, I have a husband na in line and we have the
Sa
same
gusto mo.
goal. Oo.
Importante
Na
yun.
nagsusuportahan kami. And may isang nagpupush, may isang
Yes.
gumagawa.
Importante din na align si partner or husband, no? Husband mo na ito yung gusto mo and then he supports you. Importante talaga siya.
Yes, correct.
So, ganda.
May tulo na tuloy ng luha dito.
Hindi, okay nga yun eh. Kasi natutuwa ako na nailalabas natin sa simpleng kwentuhan or usapan na kung ano talaga yung ginagawa natin. Yun nga din po yung naging purpose nitong podcast ko. Me, as I wanted to learn more sa mga
architects.
Sa mga katulad na ngayon yan talaga obsession ko. Ewan ko ba?
Masarap din talaga kasi na maging architect. As in, fulfilling din talaga siya. You get the right client and then...
But, Arky, before we end this, may comment lang ako regarding dun sa sinabi mo na you wanted to have your own. So, the reason why I asked you have a construction before, nabanggit mo kasi the first part of our podcast, I have the very same principle. Siyempre, millennial, batchmate. Na parang it's important na we build on our own. But for me, yung pride ko na yon, bumagsak din ako dun sa nakikita ko everyday na ginagawa ng family ko since they are in real estate. So ako, dati, nagpakalayo-layo din ako doon na bakit ba ang parang medyo obsessed yung family ko when it comes houses. So ayoko nun. But eventually, nasa na naman ako. Parang bumalik din tayo doon. So parang naano ko lang na sa'yo, maybe that's the reason na may construction kayo and you wanted to design. Well, naisip ko lang. It's not to parang kontrahin yung sinasabi mo. It's just that talagang parang na-justify din kasi yung ano ko na kung saan tayo nang galing.
Correct.
Normally, doon din talaga tayo bumabagsak
Oo.
di ba?
Actually, you're right on that part kasi nung time na yon, yes, lumayo ako sa dad ko para mag-build my own name ko. Nag-work ako in the Philippines and then I went abroad, I worked there, and then I came back and built my own company. So, that happened. Pero, katulad nga ng sinabi ko kanina, a part of what I am now is really because of my dad. Kasi,
Yes.
without him being a role model as an entrepreneur last time, I wouldn't have any idea kung ano ang gagawin ko. Kasi he's really good at talking to people. He's really good with clients. He's really good with his workers. So, nagulat nga yung ibang friends ko na I'm a lady architect. Pero I handle workers. 'Di ba? Kasi yun ang pinakamahirap sa mga lady architects eh. Sa mga lady architects merong minsan na babae yan eh. Yung ganun yung
hindi
feeling.
mawawala.
Oo.
Parang
Pero hindi nila alam. Kami ang pinaka effective.
Kala nyo.
Hindi, pero isa kami sa pinaka-effective kasi we can handle naman yung pakikipag-usap sa workers.
Yeah.
So, may pros and cons yun.
Oo.
Kaya, yun, kasi nakita ko sa daddy kung paano siya makipag-usap sa worker eh. Kung paano niya i-treat yung workers. So, I believe I'm trying to imitate plus improve then when it comes to my workers.
Yeah.
Yun. Kaya, I think yung sinabi mo na kung saan ka nang galing, yun pa rin ang babagsakan mo. Ganun din naman ako eh. Kasi yung business ni daddy, nagbe-business siya. Tapos nagba-branch out din siya or I cannot say nagba-branch out ako, but I'm trying to
expand.
Do something else apart from the construction. I have a food business. Last time si daddy, ganun din. He has metalworks and then he had a restaurant, a bar and resto. So, nagda-divert din. Nagkakaroon din ng diversion when it comes to the business. Kasi hindi pwede na na yun lang. Kailangan may ka rin pang-unwind.
Flavor.
Oo, may pang-unwind
Kasi,
ka rin.
sabi nga nila, pag Arky, pag bukas na daw yung third eye mo sa business, you can turn everything into business like this table. Di ba? Parang sarap pagbenta nito. Di ba ganun?
Parang may scrap ako nito.
Ganun, di ba? Yan.
Lalo na pag archi ka, sabi nga nila tell me you're an architect without telling me you're an architect. Pag nasa labas ka. Pag nakita ka na nakatambay, tapos titingin ng ganun. Tingin ng ganun sa ceiling. O kaya may hinahawakan na finish. Architect yun. O kaya interior design yun. Kasi hinahanap niya, texturized to, okay to Kaya ceiling, paano kaya niya ginawa yun? Yung mga ganun. So, yun yung mga bagay na nakakatuwa. Diba? You get that from other people.
Yeah. Ang daming, alam mo yung pag dami nating ginagawa, ang daming kwento na gusto natin ibahagi, no? But, of course, medyo limited tayo. At ang dami nating tips. Ang dami nating tips na nakuha today galing dito kay Architect Elaine. At salamat, Arky, sa practical at generous tips na binigay mo. Makatulong sana to sa mga nakikinig or sa listeners natin na gusto ring gumanda at maging functional base sa personality nila yung magiging dream home nila.
Correct.
Ayan. At syempre, sa mga viewers natin, kung gusto nyong matuto pa, again, i-follow nyo si Architect Elaine sa kanyang social media. At kung may tanong ka tungkol sa design or home improvement, i-comment mo lang para masagot din namin. Ako nga pala si Kowi, ang host ng Purpose to Profit podcast. At marami pa kaming video sa YouTube at podcast episodes sa Spotify na pwede pa makatulong sa inyo. Follow lang kayo para lagi kayong updated. See you on our next episode.